Hey guys, just Greg here. Wait. Let's actually do the YouTuber style thing. Let's just do that, okay? Let's go. Let me turn on the light first, because everybody is always recording already, and then they set up their stuff, because that's how it works in YouTube land. Oh, dramatic. Oh shit, wait. Ah! Anyways, isn't that what YouTubers do? Hey guys, this is Gregor, and welcome to another Let's Talk. So, if you're unfamiliar with what Let's Talk is, it's basically me talking. Yeah, that's pretty much it. As some of you might know, if you read my post on the community tab, I will be moving out. Yeah, that's a big shocker. Whoa. And honestly, I just want to talk about that because, you know, for me, this is a huge thing. This is a very, very huge thing. And that's what I want to talk about. So I've been living with my parents since I was born. I know this is a very shocking thing. I don't know why I said that. Like, it's so dumb. In my entire life, I've only moved twice. Well, 3 times if you count birth. Let's just stop. Stay on subject, Greg. Stay on subject. So yeah, I've moved twice, and let's actually talk about that as well. So the first place that I lived, in Dutch terms, we call that place a ghetto. In American terms, you call it a village. Well, the school that was nearby, the high school that was nearby, there was a stabbing pretty much every week. Drug related, obviously. So my parents, you know, we grew up poor. We didn't have a lot of money. They worked 24/7 pretty much. And their first goals were to get the hell out of there, obviously. And I was a kid, and for me, I grew up in it. Like, I remember that one of the kids in school, he came to school and he had like actual bullets from his dad's illegal gun. As a kid, I was like, whoa, are those real? I saw them in movies. That's so cool. Like, a normal person would be like, oh shit, that's not okay. But I was like, oh, that's so cool. That looks really cool. So yeah, for obvious reasons, my parents, once they could, they moved to this house. Wow, nice house, Greg. It's a green screen. No, it's this. It's a mess. It's a mess. Okay. Well, I know it's not that bad, but like, it's over there. It's pretty much worse. Well, it's a mess. Just shut up. So yeah, they moved to this place, and guess what? This place was so quiet. And you know why? Because it was very new. It was newly built. We were one of the few people who got here, and my parents were so lucky to actually get this place. And yeah, so I grew up in a place where I didn't have to run as an 8-year-old because a dude wanted to stab me, and I had to run to 2 grown men asking him and begging him to help me. There's a man trying to stab me, and they were like, sucks for you, kid. Not my problem. Beat it. We don't want to get stabbed too. Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy my parents moved here, dude. Yeah, so over here, we didn't have stuff like that. And I could grow up relatively normal. The moving was difficult for me though, because my parents had to, you know, force me off the door because I wanted to take my door with me from my old house. That doesn't sound normal. How did your parents not know you were autistic? Ask my parents. I made YouTube videos downstairs. That's where the first sketches and the first Let's Talks and the first reading your comments were downstairs. The end of the year was near the entrance door. I would always film, you know, at the end of the year, so many subscribers and so many views, stuff like that. And yeah, this house has been my childhood house, and now I'm leaving the nest. I'm the last one that's leaving the nest. All my other brothers were gone like years ago. You know, and the sad part about this is not just because I get so attached. It's because I know that I'll probably never ever will be able to record here ever again. You know, the downstairs door, I will never record there again. My room, I will never record here again. And you might be saying, oh, well, why not? Can't you just visit your parents? Well, yeah, but due to unfortunate circumstances, a few years ago, my parents had to sell their house. And the person who bought their house was kind enough to rent it back to them. But now the renting time is over and they will have to be going to a new place as well. It kind of breaks everybody's heart because my parents, when they bought this house, they were hoping that this was going to be their, you know, forever home. And honestly, I always hoped to see like, oh, what would my parents do with my bedroom? Will they turn it into a fitness studio or whatever? You know, stuff like that. I'm just never gonna know. You know, it sucks. But luckily, we all have a positive attitude at things, especially my mom. My mom is very positive when it comes to things like this. So, you know, I really hope that they'll find something perhaps even better. I'm not sure how it's gonna work, but I hope they find something good for them. And yeah. So now let's talk about the new place. Obviously, I'm not gonna spoil where I'm gonna live because that place has like 5 people living. Okay, it's not that tiny, but it's much smaller compared to where I live now. And the place I'm going to, it's what we call a soft landing. What that means is like you have hard landings. So that basically means when you move out to a new house or apartment, and that's it, good luck, you know? That's what, you know, normal people would do. But then you have soft landings. That's what I'm gonna do. You get, you know, an apartment place, you know, with your own kitchen, your own bathroom, just like a normal regular apartment. But there will be people there that can help you, you know, with helping you with your finances. They'll help you plan how your cleaning routines could be. They'll help you, you know, going out into the village or city, whatever we're gonna call it. Help you with, you know, your taxes and help you with the basic things. And eventually you go to a normal place. But the added bonus of this soft landing is this is an apartment complex for people with autism. So there's going to be a lot of autistic people in there. I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about that. And the reason I say that is because I make YouTube videos and I don't know if I need to be super quiet or silent. I don't know how I'm going to do that, actually. I really don't know. But yeah, it's going to be nice being there with people. Perhaps even interact with people who have a similar situation like me and, you know, talk about, you know, how they deal with their issues and how I deal with my issues and help each other out. And I think that's really cool. Another thing is there's going to be a person there 24/7 in case you have your panic attacks or whatever, that you have a crisis or whatever in the middle of the night. I think that is so cool. And I'm not sure, like, is this a normal thing? Does your country provide that? Because my country, I think it's a governmental thing that provides, you know, soft landings. I think you have for autistic people, and you have also soft landings for non-autistic people, just for people who just struggle in general or something. Like, let me know in the comment section down below. Like, does your country do that? If not, that sucks. No, but honestly, like, I'm so curious, like, is this limited to my country? Whenever I talk about this with people from other countries, they're like, whoa, that's so cool. I wish they had that here. So I'm just curious, like, does your country have that too? So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna be living there temporarily. It's gonna be a smaller place. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, wow, it's gonna be smaller. You have assistance if you need it. Is there any downside? Yes. Yes. If you're American, you're going to be like, oh yeah, this is normal. But as a Dutch person, what is essential in this country is public transport. We cannot live without public transport. But guess what? There's absolutely no public transport over there because it's tiny. So yeah, like it is very exciting though. There are things that I'm looking forward to. First off is having your own place. That's just awesome. I don't know what to do with my place. I'm gonna be one of those guys that has a, you know, you see my computer on the floor and then you see like a makeshift cardboard table and no couch. That's gonna be my living room. I am a simple dude. I'm so simple, like, honestly. But yeah, so I'm already packing my belongings now, and yeah, the more stuff I pack, the more I realize that I have so much shit. Like, I was packing my Star Trek model collections because I have Eaglemoss Star Trek collection, and now Fan Home because I really love it. And I was like, you know what? I think I have 30 ships, you know, 30 ships. That's like 1 or 2 boxes. I have 59 Star Trek ships. And I needed 4 boxes to put them all in. I have an issue with collecting things. And the same goes with my Magic the Gathering collection. I was like, you know what? It's gonna be one box. No, it's 4 boxes. It's 4 boxes. So yeah, pro tip, if you're gonna collect things, perhaps track them a little bit better than I'm doing. So that if you move, you're not gonna be shocked. So yeah, the things that I don't need and that nobody else wants in my family, I think I'm just gonna put it at a thrift store. You know, hopefully help out people that perhaps need those things, right? So like, that's my plan. So yeah, if you have your own home, if you have your own place, you know, if you have any tips for not just me, but for people who might, you know, be going through the same situation as me or moving out, give us some tips. Like, what would you recommend us doing? What are things that are essential that you wish people told you? Yeah, just let us know in the comment section down below. And if you are also moving, or if you're planning to move for the first time or your second time or whatever, let me also know in the comment section down below. I'm just so curious about these things. So yeah, I think I pretty much tackled everything I wanted to talk about. It is very stressful. It is very exciting though. It is very scary. It's all these things. It's all these things. I'm not just gonna miss this place. I'm gonna miss the people around me as well. Like my neighbors are such wonderful people. Like, honestly, they are the kindest people. Like, the neighbor, one of the neighbors, she gave me a card saying she's gonna miss me and stuff like that, that she really loved us as neighbors because my parents are moving out. Remember, they're moving out as well. So it's like, you're not gonna find such perfect neighbors again, I think, but you'll find new people. And I just really hope that the neighbors are just gonna be nice. You know, my new neighbors and the new neighbors from my parents, I just hope they're just gonna be nice. So yeah, anyways, that was my ramble. That was my video. That was my Let's Talk. Is there any point in these videos, in these Let's Talks? No, I just like to talk, just get it all off my chest. And yeah. Anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button. Feel free to share and subscribe. Just great to send out. Really love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.